Welcome everyone to the Week 7 Hambone Fantasy Football Update. I'm your host, Mike Hampton, getting adjusted in my seat here, getting ready to give to you a few of the highlights from this past week in Hambone Fantasy Football. Alright, let's get started. Starting in the Ass Division, a very, very narrow, tight-knit game going back and forth. There was lots of smack talk going back and forth between these two. That, of course, was the Roman Empire edging out my Burger Kings 136 to 135. You can't get much closer than that. The Empire won this week by the help of Mr. Todd Gurley, who ran for... had 19 rushes, 128 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So congratulations to them. Up next for the Roman Empire, they take on the Bears Rock. They met in week 1, which ended up in a tie. So it's match number 2 between the two, and this is for all the marbles for those two. Hopefully they can settle the score. That also was our game of the week this past week. It pretty much jostled both the top of the division and the top of the power rankings, helping Empire jump 3 spots to the number 1 position in the power rankings, and taking the top spot from me in the top of the Ass Division. So congratulations to you, Mr. Lupo. Good job. And over in the Titty Division, the Nowhere Elder Dragons take out 20 Minutes with Tebow. Tebow's been having a rough stretch, but don't count them out yet. They still have a very strong team. They just have been on the wrong end of several games, but they're still a team to look out for. The Dragons beat Tebow 143 to 126. They were led by Seattle's defense, who only allowed 3 points in their game this past week. Up next for the Dragons, they take on Silver Bullets. So looking forward to that matchup. Alright, well that's all we have time for. Quick housekeeping note. You may or may not notice a change in the standings from this time last week. Apparently ESPN did a point correction on last week's game between the Dragons and I think it was Just in Time, and that game ended up being a tie. So instead of a win or a loss by the Dragons, it ended up being a tie. So I've never heard of point correction taking this long, but officially they have until Saturday to do so before the games are official. So it can happen. Makes me kind of wonder if it could still happen this week with my game against the Roman Empire. Well, fingers crossed. But anyway, that's all we have time for. Everyone have a good one, and hopefully see you next week. Bye.